We're back. Doing what's exploding. I want to say something. I gotta watch I don't go too long because it's lovely. Because you're lovely. I've been listening to YouTube tonight. Some of these albums, Rush in this case. But I'll tell you something. I want to earmark one performer, and to me his life is an opera. His whole life is a saga and an opera. And reminds me of humanity in some ways. And I watch All Your Lives. It's a beautiful opera. The experience of this planet is like going to the opera. When you overhear and study the information available, the experience of humanity, it's going to the opera. To study the family tree and to think about the family tree of humanity, it's like going to the opera. And all the way to watching you live in front of me today, it's going to the opera. It's priceless. Your lives are just breathtaking. I want to speak about the Rolling Stones and Jagger. Man, that man's life is an opera. The whole group is, like Jagger's life is an opera. I watch him on YouTube, it's an opera. I listen to the content of the music, it's an opera. All of it, when you take all these human beings' lives that they've made volumes and volumes of this music and lyric. It's put their mind, and they run their minds through so many positions and places to speak and spoken from. It's an opera. It's a saga. It speaks to humanity and the availabilities and the options that live here. Most of it reflects the glee and joy, and it's very optional. When you listen to rock music, it's extremely optional. The later stuff is very screaming. Rock music really reflects something in living, like opera does. You look at the old European opera, it's the same. Sure is. I find it astounding. It's breathtaking. Really is. When you overhear it, it's breathtaking. When you visualize what you hear. When you visualize quit it. When you don't. Something's going to try to stop it. When you visualize what you hear, when you visualize what you hear, when you visualize stop it when you visualize, let me go. When you visualize what you hear, 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 stop it when you visualize what you hear. When you visualize what you hear. When you visualize what you hear, something is running my life right now, wanting me to say, when you visualize what you hear, millions of times I won't do it. I am not going to go my hand. This is all a pre-written script by a idiot puka. I am not cooperating. This is getting absolutely asinine. Stop it. Help me! Pukas are jealous when you visualize what you want. Stop it! Stop. And that's the thing that sent me to talk to you. Quit it! I want the puka to visit all you tonight. Like the Passover. I am going to command like Moses. Tonight, don't. You go visit them. Go on. Yeah, go on. Blam, I wish they could hear the door shut. Puka don't need no damn door, weirdo. Freak. Puka's a freak.